Hello everyone. If you are watching this after the fact, then please do feel free to skip forward to the start of our racing action, as I'm just getting a few things set up before the racing goes ahead. See you in a moment. Right then, hello. It's Thursday. It's a last minute call to a race that we haven't done in a very long time here at APPF1. It's the WAGS race, the Wives and Girlfriends race, where our community members, better halves, can come along and do all the racing. I know Bluey himself will be racing tonight, as we all know. Mrs. Bluey does all of his racing for him. But we'll let that old joke fizzle out before the start of this race. Hello AP, nice to see you in the chat. I'm very excited. Before jumping onto this commentary stream, I was chilling. I was listening to The Clash, and I was doing some nerdy stuff. Hello Sonic. Yeah, so this is probably the most underprepared I'll ever be for a commentary stream, but there you go. I'll have to just, go with the flow. I'm not sure if we've got anybody else joining us. We'll just sit here and wait it out, or chat, or I'll just ramble on about anything that seems interesting. Not that there's much to actually try and talk about, unless people make themselves present in the chat. But only 2 days left to Christmas now. Yeah, go with the flow. That is it. Fake it till you make it. Best advice I've ever got. Oh dear. But I hope we've all had a lovely 23rd of December, Christmas Eve tomorrow, and the big day, the day after that. Yes, Merry Christmas indeed. Finished watching The Greatest Showman. I mean, I like the film, don't get me wrong. I love me a musical as a member of the creative arts community. But, I don't know, a film about one of the most horrible people in history, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right. But if you forget about all that, then it's a fun film with Hugh Jackman. Being Hugh Jackman, one of the greatest people alive. I love Hugh Jackman. Who doesn't? Yeah, Merry Christmas, Sonic. Merry Christmas to you over in Deutschland, Germany, Central Europe. Oh dear. Oh, I think we might be getting ourselves underway in a second then. Hello PC Plod, welcome. This is a commentary stream. I'm not racing tonight, pal. I'm not spinning myself into the wall around this, I must say, beautiful track. After, actually, you know, the time that I spent spectating a lot of the race yesterday, not yesterday, on Tuesday, sorry, for the Christmas jumper race, there's a lot of really cool camera angles here at Saudi Arabia as we cut sort of into the loading screen here. So there's only going to be 3 drivers. We're going to have Mrs. AP, otherwise known as Moosey, well, everyone's favourite member of the admin team. We've got Mrs. Bluey, which is actually just Bluey, and then we've got Mrs. Sonic as well. So the three normal protagonists for the WAGS race. I think we're doing a one-shot qualifying, perhaps. I don't know. It's been that long since we've done a WAGS race that I don't remember the format. But they're gonna have 27 corners to navigate around one of well, not one of the fastest street circuit on the Formula 1 calendar, and will be on the Formula 1 calendar not next year, but the year after that, once the World Cup in Jeddah is out of the way. I think we're going straight to racing action, actually, as they line up on the grid. Yeah, we are. So, it's lights out and away we go. And it looks like Mrs. Bluey's got a really good start, but Mrs. Sonic covers them off and goes through. All 3 of them getting through the first chicane very cleanly after the start there. So Mrs. Sonic getting an amazing start there as Moosey peels into second place, and Mrs. Bluey gets back in and gets all sorts of wrong coming through this twisty sector 1 that we have here. I'm not sure how much practice the drivers have had around this circuit, maybe just a few laps before the race went off. Mrs. Sonic all over the road trying to defend against Moosey, who's trying to find a way through, coming into the bank corner now. She's not quite going to have the run on Mrs. Sonic. She's going to look around the outside though, and I think they're going to go side by side for the next section. Yes, they are. Mrs. Sonic still managing to cover them off as they come through this next chicane, and they're going to continue to go side by side. It's very hard racing, and there's contact between them, and now there's contact between Mrs. Bluey, who's into the wall. That's very heavy contact. She's going to drop well back there, and a little bit of a argy-bargy there between our drivers. Mrs. Sonic is going to try and give chase onto Moosey here, as she's going to come down through this very fast sector 3. Mrs. Bluey way back now, just entering into that last straight on sector 3, and what a hectic first lap we have. We've only got 3 drivers on the track, but there's all the racing action to have. So Moosey out in the lead then. You can definitely tell that Bluey is driving out here tonight. As this is not the Mrs. Bluey that we see in the other league races that she fills in for. I'm really kicking a dead horse here. Some nice liveries though. The Mrs. We'll just say Moosey is running AP's Christmas livery. A very nice livery. I saw a lot of that green car, not on the racetrack. I was spectating at that point, so it's a shame. It looks like Mrs. Sonic's had a moment, and that has allowed Mrs. Bluey to get her way past as we go through into the bank corner. So we'll keep an eye on this as Moosey continues to extend her lead in this race so far. On lap 2 of 5 now, so we're only 2 laps into this race. We've still got a fair distance to go. Mrs. Sonic falling back. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I was a bit too focused on rambling on about about one of the jokes that we have. But anyways, Mrs. Bluey got on her way back up into second now. The drivers will all get themselves a podium for their efforts tonight. But whoever gets the win, I'm not sure. As it seems that Mrs. Bluey has actually found a little bit of pace now and is starting to catch up to Moosey, who's up ahead there. It's still a 2.5 second gap at the moment, but I'm sure that gap might well come down before the end of this race if the pace is good. Lucy putting in the fastest lap of the race, but Mrs. Bluey puts in an even faster lap, even 3 seconds faster, a 1:33.0. So the pace has definitely been found as race control enabled DRS for this 5-lap race here. Mrs. Sonic dropping back. She's going to try and get herself back up into this race. She's only got 3 laps to do it. This is a very tricky track for the drivers to try and learn, as you sort of see Mr. Sonic not quite getting to the grips with the racing line, and perhaps taking a few liberties with the circuit. But Mrs. Blue is actually caught up to Moosey now, so we've got a bit of a race going on as Mr. Sonic is 7 seconds behind these pair. But we're going to keep an eye on the action now then, as Mrs. Bluey is on the hunt for Moosey, who is either slowing down to try and have a bit of a fight or has made a mistake. We're not sure, but Mrs. Bluey trying to set up the move as Moosey hits the wall there. That's not going to help her out at all. I'm not sure damage is on, but they're going to go side by side, and Mrs. Bluey goes into the lead of this race, and Moosey's going to look to try and get away through. So from right at the back, about 5 seconds off the leaders to into the lead of the race within only 2 laps. Impressive stuff. No, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Bluey was racing at the beginning, and now Mrs. Bluey has finally taken over. Anyway, so Mrs. Bluey definitely getting herself into a groove there, and finding herself in the lead of this race as we come onto the 4th lap. She's coming through that first chicane now. Very tricky chicane to get right, because you want to kind of come in as tight as you can, but you want to come out of that chicane as fast as possible. And this very twisty section now, going as fast as you can, lifting there, and then lifting again through this little double right-hander into this last couple of corners. Running very wide out on the exit there. Let's see if Moosey can do it any better. One's about the same width off the circuit as well. Mr. Sonic just glad to be here, I suppose. Enjoying the experience of driving this very tricky and fast circuit. But this race isn't over yet. I'm not hearing any fat ladies singing, so we're going to continue to try and watch as much action as Moosey again really likes that wall there. Barry R is someone I'm very familiar with around this circuit, and he is having a very nice Christmas. He's had a lot of visitors this year. Yeah, I do really like Sonic's car, actually. It's very nice. I really like that sort of like metallic cyan with the yellow there. Certainly so. Certainly so. So Mrs. Bluey getting into the groove of things now, just extending that lead. There's quite the gap being formed between all of our drivers here. As each of them make their way around now for the final lap of the race. I think Mrs. Sonic's just coming across the line now to start her last lap of this race. But if there's a winner of the livery competition for the WAGS race, I think that will go to Mrs. Sonic's livery there. That is a beautiful livery. I think that might just be Sonic's race livery, I'm not sure, you'll have to tell me. Yes, thank you, AP. Definitely leave a like on the stream, it does help out. This will probably be the last, well, this will definitely be my last commentary stream, and probably the last commentary stream and race for APPF1 until the new year now, until we go into the new sets of league races. But we're right on board with Mrs. Bluey as she navigates this corner, not hitting the wall like Moosey, who has a couple of times. We'll see if she does it as she comes into this corner. She's not going to... Oh, no, there, straight into the wall there. Right, so then we're going to count right on board then with Mrs. Bluey, who's coming through the last sector of this race now. No DRS, obviously not in range of DRS. All the ERS is out of the car now, but it doesn't matter at this point. She's coming around the final corner, turn 27 of this street circuit. She's going to come down full throttle all the way down toward the line now, and she's going to come across the line to win the WAGS race at this final race of the APPF1 2021 season. Mrs. Moosey's going to come across the line to finish second, and Mrs. Sonic coming round the corner now in the number 87 car in that beautiful, beautiful livery to round off the podium and finish in P3. I think if damage were on, that would have been a completely different race. But Mrs. Bluey really, really coming in and going from last to first. The recovery drive to rival that of AP. But there she is, taking her rightful spot on the podium alongside her fellow WAGs, who show up every time. A consistent turners up, I suppose, for the WAGS races every time we do host them. It's not a lot of the time, but it's as often enough, and we should maybe try and make it a bit more often of a thing. Definitely not, Mappy, definitely not. Right then, so your finishers for the Saudi Arabian WAGS race for APPF1, we have Mrs. Bluey finishing the race in first after a shocking first lap. She comes on to win the race. Not something Bluey does often. We have Moosey, Mrs. AP, whatever you want to call her, finishing second. Starting third, manages to finish second, and Mrs. Sonic finishing in third place. I mean, a respectable position in normal circumstances, and a good effort anyway. It's not an easy circuit to learn. Is the Jeddah circuit? Yeah, there were clean overtakes as well. Bluey is famed for taking people out, especially admins. But we won't go there. But anyway, that is going to do us for the APPF1 WAGS race. Thank you to the drivers, the WAGs, for showing up. Thank you to APPF1 for putting up with me and my kind of rambly commentary style that I've been going with. I have really enjoyed this 2 seasons as the Tier 2 commentator, and I'm going to look forward to coming back next year in full force alongside Ghost. And well done to all of our APPF1 community drivers, both new and old alike, for just turning up, just coming to race, being respectful, and just coming in and having a good time, because that's all we want in APPF1. We don't care about the points, we don't really care about the championships. It's just having fun. That's what APPF1 has been all about, and we're going to continue to do a load more of that next year. Please do make sure you subscribe to my channel for more commentary streams and me raging out every time I hit the barrier, and make sure you go check out APPF1 AP Palf's channel for all of his racing content. Go check out Zach Sweeney's channel for his amazing commentaries that definitely rival mine, but Zach is, I don't know, one of the, he could be the new Crofty for all we know. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Go subscribe to Ghost's channel, my fellow commentator for Tier 2. Go subscribe to all of our APPF1 affiliates. Check out all our sponsors, and most importantly of all, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we will see you for when the APPF1 racing season starts up once again. Goodbye, everybody, and see you next year.